Hi there everyone, and welcome to Red Gaming Tech and yet another opinion slash more techie video. We've done quite a few of these videos on our channel, so have a look if you enjoy this video, but this time I wanted to do something a little more specific because I've done a couple of videos on why you shouldn't have co-op in horror games. Crimson Rain did one on what makes a scary survival horror game, etc, etc. But I wanted to do a look at a specific game, and that is Slender and the other Slender maps such as Hospice, Sanatorium, and of course Elementary, which I just played for the first time yesterday, I believe. So yeah, this video is going to be specifically about that and what makes that game so terrifying, and why there's literally a ton of videos on YouTube of people absolutely pissing their pants while playing it. This is an idea that I've discussed before, but it is one of the main reasons that Slender is so absolutely terrifying, and that is its rather excellent use of sound. Now, I do have a video on this, use of sound in video games, and it uses Amnesia, the Dark Descent and Limbo as examples, but basically what I'm saying here has been said in more detail there, so if you want something a little more in depth on this particular subject, go check that out. I'm going to basically give the points, but I don't want to go too in depth because I have already discussed this. Anyway, so let's take the original Slender just as an example. Immediately when you load up the game, you're in the woods, and the complete lack of sound immediately puts you on edge and gives you this tense, sort of lonely atmosphere. And then as you walk, there's this sort of building tension. Your heartbeat's going, you know, the character is clearly getting distressed, you're increasing heartbeat, and obviously as you pick up more and more pages, the heart rate increases and the music gets more and more tense until the point where it's basically at a fever pitch, and one or two things is going to happen. Either you're going to just give up and have a heart attack, or Slender Man is going to catch you, and it's putting you in the appropriate mood of, oh my god, remember I need to find the last few pages or whatever, just with the music alone. Because let's be honest, none of the Slender games have what you exactly call amazing graphics, but it doesn't need amazing graphics because the sound is so good, and what you can see is enough to put you off and know that, oh god, there's something wrong here. For example, in the original Slender, there's like this like a tunnel, and I did not want to go down that tunnel. It's like, you do not want to go in there because you just know that you're going to be trapped in there with something unpleasant. And the other Slender games that obviously haven't been made by the same guy, but obviously inspired by them, Hospice, Sanatorium and Elementary, have all had this as well quite brilliantly. In fact, Elementary was probably one of the best examples because the use of sound there really was excellent, and if you play the game you know exactly what I'm talking about. It starts off, you know, unnerving, you know, something's definitely off, you know that, oh god, you know, this isn't a good place to be. And as you pick up more and more teddy bears, it increases and increases, and just really puts you constantly on edge, to the point where like you just want Slender Man to scare you or jump out and make you jump, because it would be a release. But obviously, you know, while it releases and the tension finally breaks, it makes you even more tense because, oh my god, he's chasing me. So it's actually just relentlessly pouring and pouring and pouring. Obviously it's not just the sound, but the sound is a huge part of it, because the graphics, as I've said, are, you know, pretty limited, especially considering that these games are completely and utterly free. You know, that's fine. I'm not expecting amazing extreme graphics, and they don't need amazing extreme graphics, as I've already said a couple of times in this very video. So yeah, the main thing that makes, one of the other main things, sorry, that makes it so scary is of course Slender Man himself. And I kind of discussed this idea as I was playing in my very first Slender video, after I've done the original Slender and Slender Elementary. I've only done one attempt at Elementary, but I'm going to be doing more until I get all 8 teddies. Anyway, as I was saying in my original Slender video, part of what makes it so scary is of course Slender Man himself, because you don't really see him properly, because you're not supposed to look at him for too long, because obviously you go mad and he'll catch you, basically. You know, if you stand still for too long or stare at him for too long, you go insane and he catches you, or you know, all that stuff that you don't really want to happen. But what you do see out of the corner of your eyes, you're running for your life with the piano and the heartbeat racing and all that good stuff, with the unrelenting sound just pouring in through your headphones or whatever, is a man-like figure, but it's obviously not a man. It immediately gives you a sense of wrongness because it looks human but not quite. And that's the brilliance of it. It uses the uncanny valley, which most of you probably know what that is. Basically, if something's obviously cartoony, the non-human characteristics become, they're endearing. Like, oh, that's how cute. But the closer it gets to being more realistic, those little differences are just enough to just be like, oh god, no. It's just a natural reaction. We can't help it. And that's kind of what Slender Man does, because he's a man-like figure, but he's not a man because obviously he's ridiculously tall for a thing. He's got these really long legs and long, stringy arms. So he's obviously his body's completely out of proportion. You know, his arms are really long, you know, reaching down to basically just below his really long legs, basically just really long knees. And obviously because he's got such long legs and such a long, thin body, it's, you know, it's really immediately, even if you only see out the corner of your eye, you know it's not right. And obviously the biggest difference is the fact that he doesn't have a face at all, not even a suggestion of a face. It's literally just a blank slate, and that is one of the things that makes it so terrifying. So yeah, as I was saying, Slender Man himself is obviously a huge part of it. As I said, his sort of uncanny valley effect is a huge part of just immediately unnerving you, but obviously the biggest thing that does that is not just his limbs and the shape of his body and stuff, but also the his complete lack of a face. Obviously, it just immediately puts you on edge and was like, oh, okay, that is not something you want to be messing around with, because obviously a face is not only, you know, what everyone has, and the lack of one is immediately going to be like, ooh, what the hell is that, you know, but also it's how you judge someone's emotions, whether or not someone is reasonable, whether or not, you know, they're a bad person, what emotions they're feeling, that kind of stuff. So if someone does not have a face or has no expressions or anything like that, then, you know, what you're supposed to know about them, immediately you know, okay, I can't tell anything about this person. Are they good? Are they evil? And obviously with the use of the sound, and the surroundings in the original Slender, and of course the other maps that have been released, such as Sanatorium, Hospice, and all that good stuff, you immediately know, well, no, this being is not something that's friendly. It's obviously not very pleased with you being there. Everything about the game just screams it, and it's just brilliant. It's just using very simple elements very, very well, and that is what makes it so terrifying. And obviously these similar methods are used in other games, but it's just used brilliantly in Slender because it's such a simple concept. There's not really much game to it. You're literally just in the woods or the hospice or what have you, collecting the pages or the teddy bears or whatever, and that's it. That's literally the game. So it's a very, very simple idea that's executed brilliantly, and to be honest with you, that's much better than, well, that in some ways that's better than, you know, trying to be all complex and failing, because if you do one thing very, very well, then at least you have that one thing and people can enjoy it for that one thing, rather than being like, this game tried but it's not all that great. Whereas with Slender, it's like, well, you know, play it for 10 minutes at a time, whatever, but, you know, damn, will you remember it afterwards. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little analysis video. I know these tech videos usually do fairly well, and my horror Pacific ones seem to do well, and especially, I guess, because, you know, you guys enjoy these games and you enjoy someone who enjoys talking about them. I said the word enjoy a lot there, but hey ho, there you go. Anyway, as always, please do check out our channel and also our website at redgamingtech.com. We have lots of juicy content there for you guys to check out, so please do have a look. As I said, I've just covered Elementary the other day. I haven't done Hospice or Sanatorium yet, but I may do if they get updated or what have you. But for the moment, I'm just going to be focusing on Elementary and trying to collect all 8 teddy bears. Anyway, enough of all that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.